It's good. It's Verde from No Envy Beats. Quick video here. I want to show you guys Atom Piano Roll 2. This app is really helpful and very cool. I'm gonna build a simple chord progression, and then I'm gonna show you some other stuff you can do with it. Real simple. Let's just get to it. So here's a chord progression here. In Loopy or anything with a MIDI unit, you have to have a source for it to put the notes to. So I'm gonna use my handy dandy BS16. It's just a simple sound file player, but the piano is good enough to get stuff started. And Loopy Pro, you see where it says destinations here, so you add that, and you'll see. Okay. So as you can see, I have the scale on C minor. This is a 2-bar chord, another special 2 triads, just to show you how easy it is. Obviously, you have your select, so you can select them all, clone them, make it 4 bars to show you what I mean. Hit clone, go there, you can highlight all of them, hit the move, up an octave, down an octave, up a fifth, down a fifth. So this can really help you make chords easier and also manipulate them. As you can see here, you can process the swing, pitch, velocity. Just a lot of things you can do with this. A lot of people do not like MIDI chord packs, but I'm gonna tell you what, they're very helpful. It will help you learn chords and music theory probably a little easier, especially if you don't have the time or money to invest in school. Also, being a beat maker and a producer, you don't necessarily need to memorize every chord progression or all the chords. It's not a bad thing. And if you have the time or the knowledge or interest to do so, that's fine. But when making beats and making samples quick, and when you're trying to make this professional and do this more than just a hobby, it's nice to be able to just throw in some chords, put them together, and go from there. And I'm going to show you guys what I mean. So, first things first, if you hit the hamburger menu up here, top right hand corner, you see you have a set of options. Import MIDI. Now you can also export the MIDI you make in this app as well. But for right now, I want to show you something that might help some of you guys out. If you do have like MIDI chord packs and you want to use them on your iOS, only software I know that works well with the MIDI chords, or just any MIDI, I should say, when you're using more than one MIDI file. Because a lot of times what will happen is if you load a MIDI file into your DAW and then you load another MIDI file, it may erase the last one. Cubasis doesn't do that because it's like a full DAW, so it allows you to drag and drop as many as you want and rearrange them. Same thing as Nano Studio too, and I'll make some videos on how to do that and how to go about that with those 2 DAWs. But right now, I just wanted to focus on Atom Piano Roll 2, just because I really like Loopy HD, and I think this is a quick way to make some good chord progressions or melodies or whatever, and then you can record them into a block, make a loop, have a sample, chop it up, send it to somewhere else, Koala or DAW, like Cubasis, GarageBand. But let's just get to it. So this is the Unison MIDI chord pack. A lot of people may not like this. They say, oh, well, learn music theory, blah, blah, blah. To each their own. I'm a beat maker. I know some music theory. I can play some keys, but I'm not Beethoven. I'm not a professional pianist or anything like that. And let me just show you what we can do. So C minor. So here's the first chord we got here. So I'm going to show you how to do this, how to add multiple MIDIs and make a chord progression. So here's our first one. So I'm going to add pattern 2, import MIDI. We'll do this one. Same thing. Let's see what it sounds like. Okay. Add empty. So pattern 3. Let's do 6. See what this sounds like. Good. Add empty, and we'll add 4. Okay. So as you see right now, we have the all. Alright, so let me show you. What you want to do is this. First, we'll stop playing them so it's not annoying. So basically, the pattern 1 is bar 1. So pattern 2, we're going to add a second bar. Drag this over. That's bar 2. Go back to our patterns. And the same thing, obviously. So we're going to put this on bar 3. And then pattern 4, obviously, this is the 4th progression, or 4th chord in the progression. Go back to patterns, go to the very top, and what you want to do is merge all. Now at the bottom, you have the full chord progression, and let's hear it. Now from here, you can get more complex as you want, but you got your bases already created. So, or should I say your foundation. So we can add some bass notes. You see C3 is the root. So we'll add C2. You got E flat, A flat. And this just want to add some character. So that added some character to it. You hear it a little more dynamic, a little more powerful. And here's another tip. You can add the melody on top, or you could do what I'm about to show you as well. So we'll stop this. So if you take your slice tool, I generally slice the notes at a 4th bar interval. As you can see, like here's, you see it's like 4 bars within the bar. This way it doesn't have, it just sounds a little better this way. You could do 1/8 and 16th as well. And we'll have more depth in that in a second. But let me just show you what I'm saying. I think sometimes when you see it, it just makes more sense. So. Go down this chord, and then we'll go up, as you can see. Then here we'll go up again, and we'll go up and then down. So as you see, I cut some of the notes, and when I play this, they're going to kind of play as if I'm playing a melody with the chords. So watch. What you could technically do is put this up here, up 2 octaves. So what you also could do is this. I put it up 2 octaves, right? So we're going to select all the notes, clone them, put them back down 2 octaves, and drag them over. So C2 is the root, and then we'll put this back down to 4 bars, and this is what it sounds like. So as you can see, Easily a nice little sample there. Add some effects.